rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Baher Fuad, and the subject today is the Quran tells us to ask questions in order to learn and to understand. Now, in the Quran, it tells us, في سورة الحج, ما جعل عليكم في الدين من حرج, He imposed no difficulties on you regarding your religion. And في سورة البقرة, chapter 2, وإذ قال إبراهيم ربي أرني كيف تحيي الموتى. Remember, Abraham said to his Lord, my Lord, show me how do you give life to the dead. قال أولم تؤمن, do you not then believe? قال بلى ولكن ليطمئن قلبي. Yes, I believe, but I want my heart to be content, to feel at peace. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed him that indeed He gives life to the dead, but did not show him how. Now, in the Quran, there are many verses starting by يسألونك, they ask you. يسألونك عن الأهلة, they ask you concerning the crescent. قل هي مواقيت للحج للناس والحج. يسألونك عن المحيض, they ask you concerning the menses. يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر, they ask you concerning liquor and gambling. قل فيهما إثم كبير ومنافع للناس وإثمهما أكبر من نفعهما. Say there is some benefit, but the harm is more than the benefit. Now, what is not allowed is to ask questions in order to argue after the facts and the truth has been made clear to you. يجادلونك في الحق بعدما تبين كأنما يساقون إلى الموت وهم ينظرون. They argue with you regarding the truth after it became clear to them, as if they are being driven to death, facing or looking at death. ومن الناس من يجادل في الله بغير علم ولا هدى ولا كتاب منير. There are those among mankind who argue about Allah without any knowledge, without any proof, and without a clear book. So to ask questions is recommended in the Quran. It is the first step to acquire knowledge, to understand, to properly understand. But to argue after the truth became clear to you is not allowed. Second important point in asking questions is that to ask questions in order to believe on conviction is allowed. وليعلم الذين أوتوا العلم أنه الحق من ربك فيؤمنوا به فتخبت له قلوبهم وإن الله لهادي الذين آمنوا إلى صراط مستقيم. Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 22 in the Quran, it says, so that those endowed with knowledge would know that this Quran is the truth coming from your Lord. Therefore, once they know that on conviction, they believe in it and they submit to it and they seek further guidance. So these are the people whose faith is based on clear conviction, and their faith is solid. It will withstand difficulty, tests, and trials. Now, in contrast, there are those who have blind faith. Their faith is very strong, but it is not based on the truth, not based on knowledge or proper understanding. An example of this is extremists in any religion. They think that their way is the only way, and those not following their way do not have any faith, therefore they have no rights. For example, they treat non-Muslims as nothing. They have no rights. Although the Quran tells us, لا إكراه في الدين, there should be no compulsion in religion. You cannot force somebody against his will. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Let him who wants to believe, believe. Let him who wants to reject faith, reject faith. وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَآمَنَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كُلُّهُمْ جَمِيعًا. If it was the will of your Lord, everyone on earth would have believed. أَفَأَنْتَ تُكْرِهُ النَّاسَ حَتَّى يَكُونُوا مُؤْمِنِينَ. Are you then forcing people to believe against their will? So, to ask questions is very important. The first step in acquiring knowledge, in proper understanding. To argue after the truth became apparent without any evidence is not allowed. Third important point is that the Quran uses a scientific method, evidence-based. And give you an example. أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ نُطْفَةٍ فَإِذَا هُوَ خَصِيمٌ مُبِينٌ وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم. Man was created from a sperm and he forgot his own creation, and he says, who can give life to dead and rotten bones at that? Say that Allah, who created it to begin with, surely is able to give life to dead bones at the time of resurrection. The one who created the heavens and earth surely can give life to the dead. Another proof is وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنَّكَ تَرَى الْأَرْضَ هَامِدَةً فَإِذَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْهَا الماء اهتزت وربت إِنَّ الَّذِي أَحْيَاهَا لَمُحْيِي الْمَوْتَى إِنَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. الآية في سورة فصلت, chapter 41 in the Quran. Look at the dead earth. Once we send rain to it, it stirs to life. The one who gave life to the earth surely can give life to dead people. So this is evidence-based. This is how the Quran tells us. And another way is that the Quran contrasts two ideas side by side so that we can differentiate what is right, what is wrong, what is correct, what is false, and believe on conviction. كذلك يضرب الله الحق والباطل. Thus does Allah exposes the truth from falsehood. فأما الزبد فيذهب جفاء. As to the froth, what is false, it will disappear. وأما ما ينفع الناس. As to the things that benefit mankind, فيمكث في الأرض. It stays to benefit people. كذلك يضرب الله الأمثال. Thus does Allah give parables so that we can understand. Another example. ألم تر أن الله يعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Do you not see that Allah knows whatever is in the heavens and in earth? ألم تروا أن الله سخر لكم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Do you not see that Allah has made subject to you everything in the heavens and on earth? وأسبغ عليكم نعمه ظاهرة وباطنة. And He made His blessings overflow to you, both apparent and hidden. And yet, despite all of this, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَلَا هُدًى وَلَا كِتَابٍ مُنِيرٍ. الآية في سورة Luqman, chapter 31 in the Quran. Yet, despite all of this, there are some among mankind who argue about Allah without any evidence, without knowledge, without a clear book. So to summarize, asking questions is the first step in acquiring knowledge and properly understanding. There is nothing wrong in asking questions. What is wrong is after the truth became apparent, then you argue about it for the sake of argument. The Quran is asking us to ask questions. وأنزلنا إليك الذكر لتبين للناس ما نزل إليهم ولعلهم يتفكرون. الآية في سورة النحل, the Beast chapter 16. We send down this Quran in order that you may explain it to the people, in order that they may think and reflect about it. So not just asking questions, but thinking, reflecting, considering. This is the basis of knowledge. Faith based on conviction, understanding, based on knowledge, based on the truth, is proper faith. Blind faith can be very dangerous. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه وادعوه إنه سميع قريب مجيب الدعاء. If you feel that this was useful, please tell others about it.